Hey, Jill.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Ann. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just making a couple notes. So I am going to be recording today's call because we have a lot to talk about. And so for all the people who can't log on, I want to record it so they can watch it. So you guys should have all gotten the link that of the recording from last night. Did you guys both get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So feel free to share that with your team. We had 6 people on, and it's about 45 minutes or so to watch. And I tried to cover everything. There was a couple things I thought about last night that I forgot, but otherwise I think I tried to put it in a different perspective and a different mindset for when people are watching it. So this might be a great opportunity for you to either create a challenge with your team or a drawing to get them to watch it, because I think it was very good and participatory and enlightening. So have either of you guys watched it yet?
No.
No.
Okay. So like I said, it's about 45 minutes. So whenever you have time, go ahead and watch that and then have fun with whatever you want to do with your team with it. So we're going to go ahead and get started since we have a lot to talk about. So that was the first thing, was last night's webinar. Second thing, tomorrow, there's a bunch of events coming up that I want to kind of cover the events. So tomorrow is the deadline of my 100 No challenge. I don't know how everybody's doing. Has anybody been working on the 100 No's?
Not really.
Anybody else?
I've been working on it. I'm not anywhere close to hitting 100, but.
Okay. So you know my philosophy. I always love when you have an excuse to call somebody. So perfect excuse are free enrollment. Or even the Get Amped new group if you know people are athletes. Now they have to be customers to be in the Amped group, but it might just be that lure to put in front of them about it. So, you know, use the excuse to get in touch with them, or even like summer reset. Excuse me. How many people are halfway through their summer and not feeling comfortable in their own skin? You know, whatever you need for the excuse to call them, use it. So 100 No challenge ends tomorrow. Anybody who completes the 100 No gets a container of Hydrate, and their name goes in the drawing for a mocha shake. Right now, I have nobody who's commented back that they've completed it. So your odds of getting the mocha shake are really, really high. Otherwise, it goes to Jake, since that's his favorite, and I've hidden it so he can't use it. So that is tomorrow. Also, Crystal Executive deadline is tomorrow. Then for you local peeps, on Sunday and Monday, my son Zach is doing his first Sip and Samples back-to-back nights. I did ask him to open it up to the team, and he did. I am really taking a step back on this. I am doing nothing with it. I actually am not even inviting people because I want to see what happens with him running one. He's invited 7, and he's convinced all 7 are going to show. So we'll see how that goes. But I encourage you to, I'm not going to do a Sip and Sample that I'm running this month. So I encourage you to take advantage of Zach's. I will be here in the background to kind of help pick up the slack, or if he asks me for help. It's going to be at 8 p.m. both Sunday and Monday night. And obviously if they come Sunday, we still have the free membership. So that's the 16th and 17th. Then next Wednesday, the 19th, is our team meeting. And we're going to talk about weight plateaus. We're going to talk about restarting, so the people who've kind of stopped and need to restart. We're going to throw in a little bit about the college expense, now that I've learned that most meal plans range from $8 to $13 per meal, and that they can use our shakes for $3 a meal. That I think it's a great way to set them up physically and financially as they launch into college. And we're going to talk at the team meeting a little bit about this championship challenge, which we're going to talk about here too. So that's coming up next week. So next week's a really busy week. How many of you guys read the team newsletter?
I didn't read it all. I read most of it.
Jill?
I didn't see it, no.
Okay, it came out a week ago. Anne, did you read it?
No.
Okay, so I tried really hard to do a team newsletter once a month, and in each month we'll have a different theme to it. So this month's theme was, how are you in your mid-year goals, both physically and financially? Because it's July, it's perfect time to look back and see where you need some tweaking. And the other thing I try and do in every single newsletter is include quick links. So if you don't know what quick links are, is I'll find articles. And usually what I'll do is I'll go to isagenixhealth.net and I'll be like, let's look up for a reset, or let's look up for the amped line, or whatever I think may be something fun to post that month. And you literally, like, I set it up as a quick link. So when you see it under quick links, all you have to do is click on it and it takes you to it. And it's always either an article, a podcast, or an event page. And super easy way to stay informed. And some of the topics may be fun. I almost always try and throw one link in that's business related, whether it's the comp plan, you know, something along those lines. So in my next newsletter, I will be adding the recording from last night as a quick link. But the other important thing is we all want to work together as one team. So whenever you receive a team newsletter, definitely read it and then forward it on to your entire team. That I don't want anybody out there feeling like they're not getting the group support or they're not in the know. And in that quick link, I also have upcoming, or not in the quick links, in the newsletter, I have upcoming events. And for that newsletter, I did upcoming events till the end of the year. So I have our July 19th team meeting on there. I already set up our recap post-conference, which for us is going to be August 30th. I have the Super Saturday of September 16th in there. I have University in Action, which is October 20th, 22nd in there. And I have NYKO. So it's one of those of nobody has the excuse that they didn't know or didn't have enough time to either come up with the money, arrange daycare, any of that. So I definitely want us to all work this together, and I don't want you're more than welcome to write your own newsletters, but I don't want you to feel you have to, so feel free to forward mine. Okay, so try and get as many team members as you can to the meeting next month, and I think the topic of restarts and weight plateaus should really appeal to a lot of people. So my goal is to pack the house. Sound good? Okay, so how many of you saw or know about the championship challenge that was announced yesterday? Shelley?
I saw that.
You saw it? Anne, did you see it?
I didn't go into it. I did see it.
Okay, so Anne and Jill, you're kind of new to this in the respect of they've done something like this in the past. In the past, they used to call it ISA Derby. So they've renamed it to the championship, ship being the key word, challenge in there. So here is the gist of it if you don't know the details. You can register individually and you can register as a team. So they were talking about this on Mastermind yesterday, that a lot of people are registering both. They're getting their personal account going right away. This championship challenge started July 1st. So everything that's happened since July, whether it's a promotion, you've entered an ISA body, you've enrolled somebody, it's all going to be retroactive for July 1st. Now, what happens is you have until September 10th to come up with a team. Your team can be 6 people. There can be 2 of the 6 people can be director or above, but you cannot have more than 2 people, and 2 being 1 being yourself if you are director or above. So this is where Randy and I were talking strategics last night. So we have our joint account, the Randy and Jody account, and then we have the Jody account. So I'm pretty sure for our team, because I am a manager, we're going to do it under the Jody account because it gives me more opportunity to get more points in promotions and stuff. So You may want to be strategic if you have multiple accounts at your house, like Shelly has the Mike and Shelly account and the Shelly account. I would probably recommend for you guys to do the Mike Shelly account to keep that account growing. Look to see where you want to do this. So 6 team members, you have until September 10th to pick your team. Now, the whole deal with the ISA Derby is that Isagenix is going to pick that. They've changed the rules. They've made it so more people can earn this trip. So I'll kind of back up. The first year they offered this was Cindy's first year in Isagenix, and she was in the top 10 for new business growth or something, and her team got to go. So her and Susan Wheeler and I don't remember who else was on her team got to go, and that year it was to Maui. So this year it's a cruise, and 400 people are going to earn this trip. So it's going to be the top 25 teams and the top 50 individuals. And this trip is for you and a guest. So like you and your husband, you and a friend, you and your kid, whoever. So 400 people are going to be on the boat. And you accumulate points between now and December 31st. Hey, Kathy. So we're talking about this championship challenge. So the way you earn points, every time you personally enroll a new customer with 150 BV or more, you get 30 points. Each auto ship order of 125 BV by a new personally enrolled customer is another 20 points. The you share, they share. So when you rank advance, if you rank advance to have somebody rank advance to consultant, you get 20 points, manager 40, director 60, executive 100. If you enter or complete, and I think this is both ends. So when you enter a healthy mind and body, you get 10 points. When you complete healthy mind and body, I think. No, maybe it's just one because it says enter or no, so they don't have the finish. So when you enter a healthy mind and body, you get 10 points. If you have one of your personally enrollees enroll in a healthy mind and body, you get 10 points. If you enroll in an ISA body, you get 20. If you have one of your personally enrolled, you get 20. So there's lots of ways to get points for the boat. I'm going to try and help us all accumulate points that if you didn't see, I have a challenge out right now that anybody who invites people to log into tomorrow's webinar, the one that's on Isagenix Zoom, any attendees that you have, any guests that you have jump on the webinar, you get 1 ticket per guest. If you jump on the webinar, you get a ticket. I'm going to draw. The prize is going to be a goodie basket of an assortment of Isagenix products. So I want us to use the tools that are out there. And with this being an incentive week to have free enrollment, why not get as many people as you can on that webinar? That may be your excuse to call people for your 100 no's. Invite them to the webinar. So any guest and or if you log on to the webinar tomorrow night, you get a ticket to go in for the drawing. So that could help enrollments for you to get points for championship. Then either next week or the week after, I will probably do the week of the 21st or 24th, I guess it is. The week of the 24th, I think I'm going to do a challenge of anybody to enter ISA Body Challenge and open this up for the team. And I'll give a prize to encourage them to do it. But that is going to help us all earn points for the ship. Then a couple weeks later, in beginning August, I'll do the same thing with Healthy Mind and Body, where I'll say, okay, if anybody enters Healthy Mind and Body this week, you get a prize. So again, I want to make this so that we're all helping earning points. But now let's talk about picking your teams. So honestly, in the past, we've done 2 or 3 ISA derbies. I think that we've done 2 ISA derbies in the past. The hardest part is picking your teams because you can only have 5 other people besides you on a team. And inevitably, every year we've done it, you'll have 1, maybe 2, but usually 1 person who's on the team that will not pull their weight. And if you really want to try and get on the boat, you need motivated people who want to get on the boat with you. So Erica Fedoroff, I think, came up with a brilliant plan. So we talked about this on the mastermind team of you can pick whoever you want. You can throw it out to your team. I know what we did 2 years ago, and I can send it to if you want to see it, is we sent a survey out. Who wants to do this? And are you committed to doing this, this, and this? And if they filled the survey back out, they got on the team. What Erica is doing is she's running a contest between now and the end of August to see who earns the most points. So things like, are you enrolling? Are you rank advancing? Are you entering IsaBody? Are you entering Healthy Mind and Body? And the top 5 people who have the most points at the end of August will have the opportunity to be on your team. Now, if they've already decided they want to lead their own team, they can pass and she'll go to the next person. So she'll keep going down her list for top point earners till she has her 5 other people included. So I think that is a brilliant idea personally. So that is what I am going to do. So what I want you guys to think about is, do you want to lead your own team? I know Tanya is for sure going to lead her own team. I have not had a chance to talk to any of you other leaders to find out if you want to lead your own team or try and jump on somebody else's team. So does anybody have questions about this challenge or want to give some input about what your thoughts are, wanting to have your own team, wanting to jump on somebody's team? I'd like to hear some feedback.
Well, I think people probably just need to get started before they start figuring out what they want to do. If no one's done it, has anybody else done it before? Has anyone been around?
You did one of the ISA derbies, didn't you, Shelley?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Has anybody else ever been around when there was?
I think you and Tanya and Kristen are probably the only ones who've been around for an ISA derby.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a great competition. It's just you got to find the right team and you got to keep each other motivated.
Right. And to be quite honest, the odds of getting on the boat are kind of slim because you have some big, teams out there. But what's the end goal of this? And the end goal, you're looking to have a stronger team, continue growth, and really reach your goals that are on your vision board. I mean, even if you don't get on the boat, the ultimate goal is to keep growing your business. This is just a big carrot at the end of that year. And can we grab that carrot? It's not impossible. And like I said, they opened it up before. Before it used to be the top 10 teams and top 10 individuals. So they've broadened it so more people can get on the boat. And, 400 people, somebody's got to get on that boat. Why not us? So, let's use that goal. And I think especially because it's a marathon. This isn't a sprint. It's a 6-month challenge. So you've got to, kind of pace it out and keep people motivated. But the other cool thing is, for those of you who are new, September is kind of like a January. Kids go back to school. People have been cocktailing and partying all summer. They're looking for that, okay, I need a new routine again. Kids are back to school. It's time to focus on me. So a lot of times, September and even October are really big months for restarts, if you will. And then, of course, the closer you get to the holidays, you have people wanting to look good for the holidays. I always promote the Beat the New Year resolution so that you don't ever have to have a resolution again. So it's timing-wise, I think it's a really great time to have it. But it is definitely a marathon that we got to pace ourselves out. Anybody have questions about earning the points or questions about the challenge?
Do you know, I saw the stuff they had yesterday. I didn't see, they've in the past done cute little checklists for us that we can print and keep track of things. Have you seen that yet?
There could be. I personally just did a screenshot of how you earn the points and then printed it off just so I know what we're earning points for. But they also said there's going to be weekly prizes. So they do have like cash prizes from now till the end of the year where they'll do different drawings or different prizes if you've done something. So it's not just the boat. They do little mini prizes along the way. But to be honest, I haven't looked to see how often they are, what they are. There is a little video that goes with it. And if you go to Isagenix FYI, that's where they have the detailed sheet on everything. So it's probably in there. And I'm glad you said that because I forgot about the little prizes along the way.
Yeah. And yesterday, the link that they had sent out wasn't working. So I had to go. How did I get in? I just went into the back office and got in that way through contest.
Yeah, because it should be under your contests and promotions as well.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So really be thinking, is this something you want to do? And do you want to spearhead your own team or do you want to jump on a team? Okay. So, the next thing I want to talk about is I feel like everybody's having fun this summer, which I love because we own our own businesses. And I feel it's best if we take a break after this week until the kids get back in school, for multiple reasons. One is that me being a boater, I want to take advantage of some mornings on the boat, and our marina is never open on Mondays. So Tuesdays is a big day that gives us opportunity to do that. Two, not everybody's been able to jump on in the summer, and that's fine. But I feel we get bigger participation in the school. And then three, I want to specifically take a break because then come August, I want to promote coaching groups are back. And I'm looking to draw some new people in. Now, this group Tuesday, I think has great synergy and is a full group when everybody's on because we have like 7 or 8 of us. And I really don't want to get past 10. So I'm open to 1 or 2 people maybe jumping on. What I'm really looking to do is to continue building. If Mondays never work or Tuesdays don't work for you and you want to jump on Mondays, Mondays are more my experienced leaders group. I have Tanya and Kristen and Laurel and sometimes Andrea on that call. So if for some reason you needed to switch to a Monday instead of Tuesday, I'm okay with that. But the new groups I'm looking to grow is I want to grow the Thursday night group. I'm open to having another newbie group during the day. I would probably do it right after this call, so they're back to back, that I would probably do a 12:30 on Tuesday in case people are interested. I have enough people that are available in the day that are new. And then I want to offer another nighttime group. So besides Thursdays for the new people, I think I'm going to go to Sunday nights. Because I think a lot of people are regrouping coming off the weekend, and I would do Sunday night at like a 7:30 or 8 o'clock time frame for those. So what I want to do is have us take a break. We got celebration in there. Like I said, we got the recap for celebration. That meeting is August 30th, where those who can't go, remember you can log on from home. That if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. Does you remember what the fee is to log on from home?
It's been free. It's been $50 and sometimes it's been free. It just depends.
Yeah, it's not free. I know there was a fee this time, and usually what they do with that money is they usually use that money for Make-A-Wish, but it's a small fee, like $50, where you can watch virtual on your computer while it's happening. If you can't join us, I highly recommend doing that because they're recorded links, so you can like watch it, stop, and go back to it. And then on August 30th, we will do a live recap. I have heard there's going to be at least 2 new products coming out. I've heard one of them's in the Amped line, and I don't know what the other is. Probably the new shake they were talking about. But we will grab those while we're at conference so you guys can sample those if you hadn't had a chance to sample them. And so what we can do is promote these new group coaching calls to start actually that week of the 28th is when I will restart them. And even at the meeting, if somebody is like, oh, I want to jump in on one of those, they can still jump in. But I just feel that getting the biggest bang for your buck, taking the summer off, and now coming back in the fall is good. The one thing I want to touch on with that, and we talked about this at the very beginning of summer, is that we are all our own business owners. And so I always tell people, you can work this part-time, you can work it full-time, but you can't work in your spare time because none of us have spare time. So consistency and enjoying the summer, but still touching your business every day, whether that's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever that is for you, is still really, really important. So I want you to enjoy summer. I want you to play and have fun, but I still want you to stay engaged. And you can decide how much that engagement is. And, maybe some of you touch your business 30 minutes a day in the summer, and then in the school year, touch it an hour or two. You decide your balance, but I highly, highly encourage you not to walk away from it altogether, because I've made that mistake twice in my previous business, and it's a bear coming back from a screeching halt. So keep some momentum going as you can. And obviously once celebration happens, that momentum is just going to start right back up again. So does anybody have questions or thoughts on the group coaching and taking a break and starting back up in August?
That sounds good to me. My busiest time is right now at work, so it's going to be harder for me to probably get on.
Okay. Because you're with all back to school sales.
Right.
Okay. Did you staff your store, or did you get staffed?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Is it a new store?
She got transferred. Tell them where you are.
I'm in Killdeer.
I know you're in Killdeer, but that's not a new store, right?
No, it's new to me.
Okay,
Oh,
new
it's
to
the
you.
one in Deer Park.
Right.
Yeah, new to me and zero staff I inherited.
So if
Oh.
you know anybody looking for a job, Jill's looking for people to come help her over there. Did Clarissa ever fill out the app?
She did, and I called her, and I haven't heard back from her yet.
Okay. Good luck with that. Kathy, Ann, any thoughts about summer break?
Summer break sounds great.
I'm fine with the break. My life is crazy.
So like I said, just be intentional. And, the whole thing about full-time, part-time, not in your spare time. The other quote that I used to hear all the time in my previous business is efforts out equals earnings in. So again, make time, whatever that best time is for you, lunch hour, after the kids have gone to bed, weekends, make some effort to keep that consistency going. And again, coming back to that webinar last night, since you came on late, Kathy, I was
I'm so sorry. That's work. I'm going to log off. Bye.
Okay, bye. So everybody that is in a group coaching call and or is a leader, I sent the link to last night's webinar on there. It's about 45 minutes long. You can share that with your entire team, but we really talk about how to work smarter, not harder, and things like Hootsuite. If you're going to do a power hour, set up your Hootsuites for the next week or two. And that way, while you're out playing and having fun this summer, it looks like you're working, but you're also having fun. And that is the whole time freedom of this business, is working it in the pockets of your life. So consistency, working in the pockets of your life, even though we're not going to talk every Tuesday, I want to highly, highly encourage that. Anybody have questions about anything that we've talked about today, or something you want to bring up before we stop the group coaching, like anything you're struggling with or obstacles you're facing? No? Okay. So like I said, we have a lot coming up. Just to recap for you, Kathy, tomorrow is the 100 No Challenge deadline. This coming Sunday, Monday, my calendar's gone, 16th and 17th, Zach is doing Sip and Samples. He's in charge of it and running it. I will be here for backup. It's at 8 p.m. instead of 7. Next Wednesday, the 19th, is our Sip and Sample. The topic is weight plateaus and restarts. And I want to get as many team members here, especially with that subject. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people. And then if you can't join us for Celebration, look at buying the virtual tickets. And then the recap for Celebration will be August 30th. So that's kind of what's coming up in the next month before we relaunch coaching calls. And then think about what you want to do for the championship. If you know you want to be on my team and you're going to go for points, send me a private message so I kind of can keep an eye on who I know is going to go for points. If it's something where you're looking to start your own team and gather your own team, you can shoot me a note on that too, just so that I kind of know where you are in the realm of things. That would be great. So I am going to post this recording on the Belief Builder page so that all the people all week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, who did not get on, they're in the know of what's coming up between the challenges, the team meetings, and taking a break. So just beware. We're going to post this under Belief Builders. And hopefully we'll see all of you guys next week at our Sip and Samples and team meetings. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, have a great week. Enjoy this day, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.